Make sure to choose your favorite seat now because you will not be able to change it later. Just a couple safety reminders as we get started here. First, the roads of the safari are very bumpy, so please hang on to all of your belongings. We don't want anything falling over the side of the truck because if it does, we will not be able to stop and pick it up. Second, please remain seated at all times. This does include any little ones. They may remain on your lap or on the seat next to you. However, they must remain seated in that exact spot for the entire safari. And we've now entered the Little Ituri Forest. As we come around this curve, over on our right side, we're going to find a couple copper-colored animals called bongos, and then the bongos have white stripes on their backs that helps to break up their silhouettes so they can hide more easily from their predators. And they can weigh anywhere from 500 to 9. Next is over on our left side, that is a black rhinoceros. Black rhinos, they weigh around 3,000 pounds. And rhinos' horns are made of keratin, which is the same material that your fingernails and hair are made of. And as well as a couple more of those tan-colored animals, those greater kudus. Now those greater kudus, we know that all three of them are females because they do not have any horns. And the female greater kudus do like to be in groups of 3 to 10, while the males are more solitary. Animals like the Nile hippopotamus, and it looks like we're going to find a couple over on our right side. Looks like they're taking a nap out on the banks. When Nile hippos are born, they weigh around 85 pounds, and though they are able to swim, hippos do spend a lot of time just pushing themselves along the bottom of the river. They can hold their breath underwater for about 8 minutes. When a male Nile hippo is fully grown, they weigh around 5,500 pounds. Also on our left side are those large gray and white birds. Those are pink-backed pelicans. They do get their name based on the color of their backs during mating season. And it's actually their skin that turns this pink color. And we can see it through their feathers. And there's another hippo hanging out on the banks. Having a snack out on the banks, really. Now as we come around this curve, we're going to find a mom and baby hippo over there. Baby hippo is going to be a little tricky to see. She is about 7 months old though. But my friends who are able to see her, that is who is over there. On our left, those are some Nile crocodiles. They have very powerful jaws and can crush the bones of their prey in an instant. They can actually crush around 2,000 pounds per square inch. And we are now entering the savannah. First animal we will see here on the savannah is going to be the wildebeest. And then we'll also see camel. Their horns can grow to be about 3 to 4 feet long, and their horns are actually very light because there's a honeycomb-like structure on the inside. There's also blood circulating through their horns, and that blood circulation helps to keep them cool, kind of like they're one of the first domesticated animals, the evidence of this being inherent. Hyenas are a female-dominated species, so the lowest-ranking female outranks the highest-ranking male. And the sound that they make sounds almost like a laugh or a cackle, and sometimes a whoop. Crossing the road a little bit further up in front of us, and we're going to go. Now, about 1.5 million wildebeest will migrate around 500 to 1,000 miles each year. And they sleep in rows so that if they need to run from any predators, they're able to do so without tripping over each other. They also sleep in shifts, so there are always wildebeest on the lookout for those predators. We're passing those. These are called termite mounds. They're made from saliva, mud, and dung. And become also over on our left, some animals over there near those. Both the males and females have beautiful spiral horns. The female is the one that's closer to us, that's the browner color, and the male is a darker gray. And it kind of looks like a flower crown, and if I am correct, I think there are some vines in his horns right now. And there he is with his flower crown. These giraffes, they are Maasai giraffes. Maasai giraffes have jagged spots, and a group of giraffes is called a tower, fitting as they stand at around 16 to 20 feet tall, and they are the tallest land animals. Giraffes do have those prehensile tongues, and prehensile just means that they can grab onto things with them. Their tongues are about 18 inches long, and they do have those knobs on top of their head. Those are called ossicones, and they're actually part of their skull. And there's this little giraffe on this hill over 8 months old now. When baby giraffes are born, they stand at only around 6 feet tall, and they can begin to... Elephants had to start looking elsewhere in order to find food, and they found this on farmers' lands and began to eat their crops. Unfortunately, those farmers turned to poaching the elephants in order to protect their crops and their livelihood. But our researchers here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve discovered that elephants do not like the sound of the farmers' land, so the elephants no longer come near the crops, so the elephants are safe and the crops are safe. And the farmers now have an additional source of income from the bees' honey. This is called the Elephants and Bees Project. On our left, those are some beautiful greater flamingos. When flamingos hatch, they are a grayish color, and it takes around 18 months for them to start turning pink. Flamingos do get their pink color from the shrimp that they eat. The shrimp contains a protein called beta-carotene, and that protein is what turns the flamingos pink. Territory, I'm not seeing an each day over here of seconds. Cheetahs also hunt during the daytime, so they have a black teardrop shaped mark around their eye. And lion in Swahili is Simba. Now this rock structure that the lion is on, this is called a kopie. And a kopie is like a bunch of rock islands that are put together. And a lion roar in a movie or a TV show, a lot of times that's actually a recording of a tiger's roar that's being used. So if you ever hear a lion roar in real life, it may sound a bit different from what you may expect.